listen to the stands, you can hear Duro, Joshua, Duro, Duro, right? And that's what my mom would yell all the time. My dad too, but I got to give credit to my mom because from when I was a kid, that's all you would hear in the wrestling stands, in the tournaments, wherever I was wrestling, you would hear her, and she would be yelling, "Duro, Duro, Joshua," and that has stuck with me. Like I can always hear my mom, I can always hear my dad, wrestling through middle school, wrestling through high school, wrestling through college, and now even fighting professionally. Like I know I can hear my parents in the stands. I just got to look out for that, Duro, Joshua. So right after I graduated college, I started coaching, but I was kind of just doing it on the side, like in my garage, just helping out whoever wanted help, really. And then I get a phone call one day, and it's my buddy John Canagali. He's a head coach of 100 Central, and basically asked me to come coach, and no one called me previous to that, so I said yeah, and then ever since then I've been coaching 6 years in the season, and coming up on my seventh year coming up. So it's taken some adjustment, right? Because up until I've opened this, I've always been like the assistant coach, right? I've been the technique guy. I've kind of just been the guy. I've been the guy who wrestles with the kids. More like one-on-one small group. But now, it's taken some adjustment, and I feel like this is a gift. And there's times that are hard, but I'm doing what I love, and this is a dream of mine, and it's such a blessing, and I'm just so grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for every kid that steps in here, because you're gonna get my all, and I'm going to do my best job to put you in the best position that I can, make you grow anyone into their fullest potential as possible. And that's really what I want to do. That's my goal, is just to help grow. To me, Duro it's a community, it's a family, it's somewhere where people can come and grow. Not only physically, but spiritually in a way, because this is more than just a workout. This is you come here to grow as a person as well. Whether that's being pushed, whether that's learning, whether it's seeing the Bible, seeing the right verse when you walk in through the doors, or just hearing the right thing from a coach or someone else who's in here training. And that's what we want to do, is we want to help people grow. Yeah, faith. So faith is my faith and my relationship to Jesus Christ is the number one thing in my life. And it hasn't always been like that. I grew up in the church, and I had recently came back to my faith, and Jesus saved my life, and He's changed my life in every single way. And honestly, if I had this gym, but I didn't have Jesus in my life, it would mean nothing. So I love this gym, and as much as this is my dream, and as much as I want this place to succeed and help everything, I would give it all for Jesus, and He's just so important to me, and I give every single thing to Him. There's so many. I don't have off the top of my head, top verse, no. I mean, I really love Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded thee? Be strong and courageous. My grandma has been sending me that verse for so long. Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron as one man sharpens another. I think it's another great one. And there's Ephesians. I believe it's Ephesians 6. I could be wrong, but it's at the end of Ephesians. God tells us, so we have this sword and shield concept that we talk about here in terms of our wrestling and our technique, and I've heard it throughout a couple. I've heard it. I didn't make this up. I've heard this, but I connect it to Ephesians 6, where Paul talks about the armor of God and stepping out into the world. We want to carry the armor of God. We want to carry the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, just the full armor of God to protect us from the crazy things of this world, and yeah, kind of the same way in wrestling. Yeah. We have 3 different programs here at Duro. We have a youth program, which is typically like our second to 4th grade, 5th graders, and then we have our middle school program, which is typically anywhere between 5th, 6th to 8th, and then we have our high school program. I even have some college athletes that I work with from time to time, and then when it comes to our martial arts program, we have open classes, all ages to anybody, kickboxing, boxing, and Muay Thai. I do typically prefer that someone comes in with at least a year or 2 of experience. That's just, it is what I prefer, because it is a small space, it is a small group, and we need to focus on what we're focusing on.